Welcome to the Temple Devotional Series. Here at the Biblical Bibliophile, I encourage everyone to spend time daily with the Father and the Son, the Word. I suggest doing this at dawn and dusk every day, just like the priests of old. We are supposed to be a kingdom of priests to the mighty one of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Let's take some time to honor Yah, the Hebrew name for God, in our temples, morning and evening. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving. Give him our sacrifices of praise. Wash ourselves in the word. Feast on the bread of life. Let his word light our paths and our praise rise as incense before him. Let's fellowship with the Most High today. Thanks for joining me. Now, let's get into today's devotional. Hear, O Yisrael, Yah our Elohim, Yah is one. And you shall love Yah your Elohim with all your heart, and with all your being, and with all your might. And these words which I am commanding you today shall be in your heart, and you shall impress them upon your children, and shall speak of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up, and shall bind them as a sign on your hand, and they shall be as frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. And you shall guard and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding before the eyes of the peoples who hear all these laws. And they shall say, only a wise and understanding people is this great nation. For what great nation is there which has Elohim so near to it, as Yah our Elohim is to us whenever we call on him? And what great nation is there that has such laws and righteous right rulings like all this Torah which I set before you this day? For this command which I am commanding you today is not too hard for you, nor is it far off. For the word is very near you, in your mouth and in your heart to do it. Set your heart on all the words with which I warn you today, so that you command your children to guard, to do all the words of this Torah. For it is not a worthless word for you, because it is your life. For today's thankful portion, we're going to take a look at Psalm 136. This is a very thankful psalm, and it's beautiful. So let's go ahead and read Psalm 136. Give thanks to Yah, for he is good, for his kindness is everlasting. Give thanks to the Elohim of mighty ones, for his kindness is everlasting. Give thanks to the Master of masters, for his kindness is everlasting. To him who alone does great wonders, for his kindness is everlasting. To him who by wisdom made the heavens, for his kindness is everlasting. To him who spread the earth on the waters, for his kindness is everlasting. To him who made great lights, for his kindness is everlasting. The sun to rule by day, for his kindness is everlasting. The moon and stars to rule by night, for his kindness is everlasting. To him who smote Mitzrayim in their firstborn, for his kindness is everlasting, and brought out Yisrael from their midst, for his kindness is everlasting, with a strong hand and with an outstretched arm, for his kindness is everlasting. To him who split apart the sea of reeds, for his kindness is everlasting, and made Yisrael pass through the midst of it, for his kindness is everlasting, but shook off Pharaoh and his army in the sea of reeds, for his kindness is everlasting. To him who led his people through the wilderness, for his kindness is everlasting. To him who smote great sovereigns, for his kindness is everlasting, and slew mighty sovereigns, for his kindness is everlasting. Even Sihon, sovereign of the Amorites, for his kindness is everlasting. And Og, sovereign of Bashan, for his kindness is everlasting. And gave their land as an inheritance, for his kindness is everlasting. An inheritance to Yisrael his servant, for his kindness is everlasting. Who remembered us in our humiliation, for his kindness is everlasting, and rescued us from our adversaries, for his kindness is everlasting. Who gives food to all flesh, for his kindness is everlasting. Give thanks to the El of the heavens, for his kindness is everlasting. Psalm 147. Praise Yah, for it is good to sing praises to our Elohim, for it is pleasant. Praise is fitting. Yah builds up Yerushalayim. He gathers the outcasts of Yisrael. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. He appoints the number of the stars and gives names to all of them. Great is our Master and mighty in power. There is no limit to his understanding. Yah lifts up the meek ones. He throws the wrong ones down to the ground. Respond to Yah with thanksgiving. Sing praises on a lyre to our Elohim, who covers the heavens with clouds, who prepares rain for the earth, who makes grass to sprout on the mountains, giving to the beast its food, to the young ravens that cry. He does not delight in the strength of the horse. He takes no pleasure in the legs of a man. Yah takes pleasure in those who fear him, in those who wait for his kindness. Extol Yah, O Yerushalayim. Praise your Elohim, O Zion. For he has strengthened the bars of your gates. He has blessed your children in your midst. Who makes peace in your borders. He satisfies you with the finest wheat. Who sends out his command to the earth. His word runs very speedily. Who gives snow like wool. He scatters the frost like ashes, throwing out his hail like pieces. Who does stand before his cold? He sends out his word and melts them. He causes his wind to blow, the waters flow, declaring his word to Jacob, his laws and his right rulings to Israel. He has not done so with any nation, and they have not known his right rulings. Praise Yah. For today's meditation, we're going to take a look at 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verses 18 and 19. And all matters are from Elohim, who has restored us to favor with himself through Yeshua Messiah, and has given us the service of restoration to favor. That is, that Elohim was in Messiah restoring the world to favor unto himself, not reckoning their trespasses to them, and has committed to us the word of restoration to favor. So today I want you to meditate on the fact that Yah has restored us to favor with him through Messiah. We have been made right to him and have been restored to favor. And now, not only that, but he gives us this great responsibility of spreading the word of restoration to favor to everyone around us. So let's remember that today, that we have been made right with Yah through Messiah, and that we are supposed to be his ambassadors and spread that good news all over the earth. For today's main scripture reading, we're going to read Genesis chapter 16 through Genesis chapter 18. I'm going to read chapter 16, and you can read the rest of the chapters on your own if you want to. So let's start off with Genesis chapter 16. And Sarai, Abram's wife, had borne him no child, and she had a Mitzrayim female servant whose name was Hagar. And Sarai said to Abram, "See, Yah has kept me from bearing children. Please go in to my female servant. It might be that I am built up by her." And Abram listened to the voice of Sarai.
And Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her female servant, the Mitzrayim, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan. And he went in to Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that he had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. And Sarai said to Abram, My wrong be upon you. I gave my female servant into your bosom, and when she saw that she had conceived, I was despised in her eyes. Let Yah judge between you and me. And Abram said to Sarai, See, your female servant is in your hand. Do to her what is good in your eyes. And Sarai treated her harshly, and she fled from her presence. And the messenger of Yah found her by a spring of water in the wilderness, by the spring on the way to Shur. And he said, Hagar, Sarai's female servant, where have you come from, and where are you going? And she said, I am fleeing from the presence of Sarai, my mistress. And the messenger of Yah said to her, Return to your mistress, and humble yourself under her hand. And the messenger of Yah said to her, I am going to increase your seed greatly, too numerous to be counted. And the messenger of Yah said to her, See, you are conceiving and bearing a son, and shall call his name Yishmael, because Yah has heard your affliction. And he is to be a wild man, his hand against everyone, and everyone's hand against him, and dwell over against all his brothers. And she called the name of Yah who spoke to her, You are the El who sees. For she said, Even here have I seen after him who sees me. That is why the well was called Bir Lahai Roi. See, it is between Kadesh and Bered. And Hagar bore Abram a son, and Abram called the name of his son, whom Hagar bore, Yishmael. And Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore Yishmael to Abram. Today's prayer comes out of Psalm 27. One matter I asked of Yah, this I seek, to dwell in the house of Yah all the days of my life, to see the pleasantness of Yah, and to inquire in his Hekal. Hear, O Yah, when I cry with my voice, and show me favor and answer me. Do not hide your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in displeasure. You have been my help. Do not leave me nor forsake me, O Elohim of my deliverance. Teach me your way, O Yah, and lead me in a smooth path because of my enemies. Do not give me over to the desire of my adversaries, for false witnesses have risen against me, and they breathe out cruelty to me.
Thanks for joining me for the Temple Devotional Series by the Biblical Bibliophile. I'm your host, Michelle Noel. If you love exploring deep into the scriptures to uncover the truth, check out our blog post and social media links at thebiblicalbibliophile.com. You can sign up for our email list there as well. Thanks again for listening. Test everything and hold fast to that which is good. Shalom.